Okay, guys. I was supposed to give a talk about cyber kills, how cyber incidents actually kill people. Last minute, I decided to change the topic, and we're going to talk about the future of the internet. I'm going to make it fast, and there are a lot of things to notice as part of this talk, so you have to listen. We're going to talk about the future of the internet. Are you ready? Good. So my name is Menny Barzilay. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, my name is Menny Barzilay. I'm a co-founder of two startups, Cytactic, the founder of Cytactic, and the leader of Cytactic is sitting here, Nimrod Kozovsky, and Milestone, together with my team. We are building the world's strongest cyber consultancy company, and everything is powered with AI. We've built an operating system to run consultancy in the AI era. I'm the CTO here of the Cyber Research Center, who's organizing this entire event. Gili heads the Cyber Research Center here. Blah, blah, blah. I did a lot of things. This is my website, mennyb.com. Nobody cares. We don't have the ability to read the future. Nevertheless, we already know that in the years to come, we will see more major cybersecurity incidents. Why do we know that? Well, there are many, many reasons that bring us to this understanding. The geopolitical situation in the world, the fact that there is an attribution challenge, the asymmetry of attack. It is much easier to be the attacker than to be the security person. But there is another reason, and it is our approach to innovation. To some extent, all the things that we do in the cybersecurity industry represent incremental change. That means that we're improving the existing solutions, but at the same time, the hackers are improving their existing solutions. And each of the two sides is trying to move fast as possible, and generally speaking, we're losing. We're losing because there is no way for us as an industry to promise any company out there that they will not get hacked. It doesn't matter which solution they will buy. It doesn't matter what expert they will hire. We cannot promise anyone that they will not be hacked. And that's a problem for an industry that sells security. But there is a light at the end of this tunnel. Something has happened that might provide us with the ability to promise such a thing. Something has happened that might allow us to redefine how security works. And obviously, that's AI. AI is disruption. AI is such a powerful technology that we could reinvent the rules of the game. It is clear that AI is the future of security. But the problem is that AI is also the future of hacking. And we know that the crime industry is super innovative, and they use every new technology, and they adopt it very, very quickly. And when both sides use AI, one side to leverage security and the other side to leverage hacking, we might be in a situation where the asymmetry remains. The hackers have to succeed one time. The security people have to succeed all the time. The attackers can attack one point. The security people have to secure everything, and so on and so forth. So AI might not be enough if both sides leverage AI to do whatever they want to do. Now, some of you have been in my talk. I give in the last CISO Club meeting a talk called The Future of AI and Cybersecurity. And in this talk, I talked about the most devastating attack that we will, or the most devastating threat that we will see in our lifetime, which is autonomous hacking system. So those are systems that has no human involved. They are roaming around the internet. They are looking for things to hack. They will hack it. They will extort organizations. They will send emails. They will manage negotiation. They will make sure they got paid with the Bitcoin. They will decrypt the files. They will do everything with no human involved. And everything will be done in milliseconds. And humans cannot work at the pace of AI. So think about a drone powered by AI and a human fighter in an airplane. There is no real, it's not a challenge, right? So basically what I was trying to say in this talk, the future of AI and cybersecurity, is that we will have to invent an autonomous security management system. So those systems that are able to work at the same pace as those autonomous hackers. They will be able to buy solutions and implement them and change configuration and do everything without asking anyone. And this is a very interesting and maybe somewhat dangerous situation, but we will not have any other alternative in a world where hacking happens so quickly. So our security will be managed by an autonomous brain that makes decisions by its own. But I feel that with everything that's coming, this might not be enough. We need something else. We need something stronger. And I think we have the opportunity to do something even better. And in order to understand that, we have to go back in time to 1969. What happened in 1969? Yeah, we landed on the moon. Very, very good. What else happened in 1969? Even more important than landing on the moon? Woodstock, yeah. But more important than that, Beatles issued Abbey Road, right? The best dish in human history. And obviously Woodstock, you said it. All of those things happened in 1969. But there was another very important thing that happened in 1969. The first packet of information was transformed between two computers in a very small network called Advanced Research Project Agency Network, or as most people know it, ARPANET. Ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday. This is the birthday of the internet as we know it today. So what did we have back then in 1969? We had a lot of trust. Why did we have a lot of trust? Because all the people that used the network knew each other in real life and trusted each other in real life. So there was a lot of trust. In the digital world, all the devices that were connected to this network were trusted because they were built by the people who built the network. All the applications on this network were super trusted. In a very short time, the internet became, or the ARPANET became the internet as we know it today. And what do we have today? We have billions of users who don't know each other and certainly don't trust each other. We have no clue what's connected to our internet, no clue whatsoever. And some of the applications on this internet are malicious by design. Trust is a big problem. Because nobody expected the internet to be such a huge success when it was designed. It was not designed with security in mind. It was only designed with, connectivity in mind. People didn't think about security. And many of the problems that we have today in the cybersecurity world, the source of which is the fact that the internet was not designed with security in mind. But there is a bigger problem. And the bigger problem is that the internet was designed in a way that doesn't allow us to upgrade it. We are stuck with this internet. Think about everything else. Think about applications and everything in the application level. We see so much innovation. Everything moves so fast. Think about databases. How much have changed in the past 30 years? Think about operating systems. Think about phones. How much they have changed in the past 30 years. But the internet itself in its core hasn't changed. We're still stuck with this TCP/IP model, which is full of problems and vulnerabilities. Even with the shift from IPv4 to IPv6, IPv6 was introduced in 1995, 30 years ago. And still, only 45% of the internet is using IPv6. Because if we want to upgrade the internet, basically what we need to do at the same time, at the same moment, we need to upgrade more than 100,000 ISPs, telcos, government, enterprises, billions of devices, millions of routers, everything at the same time, because there is no one way to upgrade everything. And like anything else that cannot be improved and upgraded, the internet crumbles. It's inefficient, it's full of problems, and it's not secure. And we keep on connecting billions and billions of new devices to this internet more and more of our lives. So we gave up. We gave up on trying to solve all the problems on the infrastructure level. So we're only focusing on application level security. Assuming that we cannot trust anything below that, let's just make sure that on the application layer, we can implement security. But I want to argue that there is another way. There is something else that we can do. And this is building a brand new internet. This is a paper that I published and was published on TechCrunch, and I published it in 2016. 3 months from now, it's going to be 10 years ago. Building a brand new internet. And I thought that with everything that happened today with AI and the notion of autonomous security management system, it makes sense to go back and revisit this idea. Because I think the combination between those two things will be such a powerful solution that we need to discuss it. Basically, what I was arguing in this article is that a worldwide wireless internet is inevitable. And indeed, we saw Google trying to make this happen with Google Loom. It didn't work. And Facebook tried to make this happen with their drones. It didn't work. But the one who succeeded was eventually Elon Musk with Starlink, right? So he proved that one company can actually create worldwide internet. And my question was in this article, what if instead of implementing the traditional TCP/IP stack, one of those companies will implement a new stack. And I call this network AGN, Alternative Global Networks, another internet. And I think that AGN will eventually happen. But what should AGN look like in order to really disrupt the cybersecurity industry? And how can we combine that with the autonomous security management system? So we need to understand the first problem that we have with the internet today, where people are using the same internet for their e-banking services and to purchase drugs. They're using the same internet for medical services and for child pornography. They're using the same internet for social network and promoting terrorism, the same internet. The internet is anonymous by design, and we're trying to solve the situation by creating some identity solutions. But this new AGN would be identifiable by design. So when you go in, you're already identified. And this will be the solution that you will use, the network that you will use to watch Netflix. You will connect your TV to this network without even thinking about security. This is what you will give your kids, your appliances, your e-banking services. It's not replacing the existing internet. It will coexist with the existing internet. And it makes much more sense financially. It's much more cost-effective to secure yourself in such an internet compared to the existing internet, because in today's world, every company is like an office building inside the Wild West, and every company has to secure itself against those thieves and criminals that are roaming around. So every company out there implements the same firewalls, the same DLP, the same patch management. We're implementing the same solution to deal with with the same criminals, because we all work separately. And every new problem requires a new tool. But this new AGN is like moving from separate buildings into a secure city. So you will once be checked when you enter the city, but when you go inside, you can roam freely. This could actually be a password-less reality, where the moment you enter the internet, the AGN, you're already identified, and you can do whatever you want. In order to make this happen, though, we have to identify everything, from the hardware solution to the software. So every hardware will have to have some kind of a private key. So we can disconnect it remotely if we feel that this device is doing something which is not allowed. And as I said, it's going to be much more cost-effective, to the point that some companies will say, well, it makes no sense anymore to leave our services on the old internet, insecure internet, because we have to spend so much money to secure ourselves. In this new internet, AGN, we receive our security as a service from the internet provider. And this new internet will have all the benefits of an SDN, software-defined network. That means it will have some kind of an upgradable stack. So you found a problem in the network level, SYN flooding, man in the middle, IP spoofing, whatever problem in the protocol itself, we can just upgrade it, and we remove the problem immediately. You need a new protocol to support, I don't know, autonomous cars? Yeah, we can implement that overnight. And you will have the same benefits of using in network virtualization. Network virtualization will have the same benefits that you have with computer virtualization. That means that you don't need physical network devices to define the network. Everything will be on the application. That means that if you want to have your home network, you can do it. And it doesn't matter where you sit. You will be part of your home network. And it will be as secure as physical access today. You work in an organization. You are afraid that you have a problem inside. You want to drag your entire network flow to a new security device. You just drag and drop your flow into a new security device, and you check whatever you want. So I think this super flexible network that you can do whatever you want, disconnect devices, change architecture, change configuration, update the stack, can only be managed by an autonomous security management system. Now, I know, who knows, it might happen, but it might not happen. But what I think is that we have to keep on pushing what is possible in the security world, because right now, to some extent, we are losing. We cannot promise anyone that we will fully secure them. And with those innovative way of thinking, I think we can invent a safer world. And I'm happy to be, as Bob said, part of this ecosystem with many, many guests from abroad that is able maybe to create a safer future. So where do we go from here? We have to make sure that we're not building the problems of tomorrow. We are designing new solutions. We have to make sure that we're not building the problems of tomorrow. We have to be very innovative and very creative to make sure that we create a new reality in the cybersecurity world. And remember, the trust is something that we can only create together. I think Israel is so fortunate to have so many friends from different countries. Our future is in working together, is in shaking hands, is in collaboration. You heard me say that millions of times already. Things that happen outside this room are as important as things that happen inside this room. Meet new people, shake hands, replace business cards, make new connections, because this will make our future safer. It is a small boat, and we are all in this boat together. Thank you so much.